Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday morning, typical Wednesday. Awesome men's Bible study, hit the gym, and been doing a shave. I just did a head shave with my Gem G bar, and the soap I used, and I'm going to continue to use, is the fat. It's my second go round. Last time I broke out. Don't know if it was related to the fat or not, but I'm right at that like Fu Manchu kind of thing going on there. So we'll see if that ends up being a problem. The brush is my Brad Sear Curly Mango, what is it, silver tip. And then my razor, so I'm using the fat, I got my brush. Aftershave I'll pick out, I've got an Integrity Balm on my head right now. My razor, I'm bringing back, I've only used this one at a time. This is the B1 Injector B1. It's not loaded yet, so I'm going to go ahead and try to load it. Just kind of pull back the plunger, slide it in, and it's supposed to go in. You can see it kind of loaded in there a little wrong, so I'm going to pull this out and straighten it out without cutting myself using my nail, without damaging the blade as well. Old razor, really needs a tune-up. Razor Emporium just said that they finally perfected their ability to do that, to tweak those razors, so I'm going to give that a shot probably if I enjoy the shave. Last time I found it extremely hard to find the angle and start loading the fat. We're doing a fresh load. The one on my head worked all right, but if I go with a head shave first, I always reload, or I typically reload for my face, especially if I'm doing a full 3-pass, because it starts to thin out. I still haven't figured out exactly how to dial in some of my head shave lathers. It sometimes get really watery, which I don't mind, because on my head, to me, it's more about getting the slickness than it is a cushion factor. It's kind of where on the face I like both. Getting a lot of proto lather here. We have the Schick B1. Like I said, last time I used it, I had problems with it. Just was harder to find the angle versus the regular injector. So, figured in honor of the single edge, that's what it's called, injector style razor being fully funded in less than a day, I would go ahead and break out an injector for a face shave. And I haven't used this one in forever, so I've only used it once. It's almost become more like a bowl lather, but run with it. I will also be skipping that little spot there where I had the ingrown hair, because it's still not going away, so I'm thinking there's either a hair left in there or there was a second bundle of ingrown hairs, but I can't see it, where normally I can see a buildup. You know, like where the hair is, it'll be a little blacker, you know, where a piece of hair would be, because obviously it's got more hair in there, but I'm not seeing it. But there's also the little bit of scab there. So I'm going to go ahead and hold off, kind of clear that area, and hopefully as the hairs grow out, I'll be able to spot it a little bit better. Or maybe it just needs a little rest in that spot, I don't know. But obviously I have to shave for work, so. The reason I decided to pick the fat, originally I was going to use the Cup of Joe, but since I haven't used that yet, but I realized if I do have a reaction, which my head seems to be okay with it, my face is more sensitive though, figured if I did have a reaction, I technically don't have to shave again on my face until Monday afternoon, because I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for some first day of school for the kids tomorrow. I'm volunteering Friday night at a concert as a prayer counselor, and then the weekend off. So if I do have a problem, I can let my face rest, and I can just enjoy head shaves, and I'll do daily head shaves. Let me clear this little spot so I don't accidentally move over it. See if we can find this angle. And I shouldn't say the angle's hard to find. For me, it's just harder to keep. Make sure I clarify that. This is loaded with the Persona injector blades, not the Schick ones. I prefer these. I do have the Schick ones as well. I really love the mechanism of this razor, the way it loads. It's such a cool concept. Now, there's other styles of this similar to this that were out there. I forget what they were all called, but this is the B1. So far, so good. I was able to find that angle pretty nice. I'm going to wash my face. Not bad. As you can see, no problem lathering the fat. And this is, so my water is extremely hard. I've mentioned it before, but to put it in perspective, my water is, depending on the month, 230 to 250 parts per million. So it's extremely hard water. I gotta shape up around that first. I like the grip of this. The square aspect of it is actually pretty grippy. I'm actually having a much better time shaving with this. Obviously my experience with the injectors, with my other injector, is probably helping a lot. Oh, I almost went over that spot a little bit too much. Whereas the last time, I think I only used my injector a couple times, if that. But now that I use the style injector so often on my head, I think it's being a little bit easier to find the angle. Even though to me this angle is different compared to the other one. Oops. Almost got the mustache. area. I'm really hoping I don't feel anything at the end of the shave. Last shave I didn't feel it till I was doing the cold water rinse and then an aftershave. Once I hit the aftershave on that, in this spot right up here. I may not know how bad, if there's a reaction, until later as the video posts. We'll see. Try to put something in the comments or on the posting itself. You can see very sufficient amount of lather. Oh, on that single edge Kickstarter, so I did fully fund, and all the $75 ones are out. You can buy, I think, just a razor for 50 bucks or something like that. But if you want to get the whole 3 heads, case, and all that, it's still 80 bucks now. So it went up by 5 bucks. So not bad. It's $5 shipping and handling, at least in the US. The Weeper. This will never be one of my favorite razors to shave with. Because the angle, stuff like that, but it will always stay because I just think, once again, the technology is so cool. And I won't keep it as a showpiece. I don't really do that. I will shave with it. Go around. Get this spot a little bit. A little strip there. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's see how much lather we got left, and I will pause and then clean up. Good amount of lather. Definitely some bubbles in there when I cleaned it, pulled it out. But about, you know, you can definitely see, don't have it dialed in exactly, a lot of little bubbles. But not bad. Definitely could be a little better on my part. I'm gonna give myself a weeper. So I'm gonna clean up and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I used the Allen block. Definitely some poor technique, especially on the neck area with the razor. That could be felt some stinging, pretty much felt light stinging all the way around my face. It's obviously a blade angle, that kind of stuff. Still have this weeper that won't stop. I'll work on that later. So far, face seems to be okay. It's red, but it's also extremely warm in here. So I'm not sure if there's any reaction yet. But I'm going to use Country Club Sweetwater. Haven't used this, I think, since I actually got the sample, or got this in a buy-sell trade purchase. If you want something kind of cooling. I also applied Integrity Balm. Wanted some more menthol. Yeah, it was pretty warm in here today. Supposed to be, I think, 108 outside, so far so good with the fat. So we'll see how it settles in. I didn't get that painful. If you guys watched my last fat video, or if you want to go back and watch it, just fast forward till I put the aftershave on. You'll see as soon as I splash it right here, hit my face, I'm like, ooh. So definitely didn't get that. So that's a plus. Hopefully that was just a weird occurrence. So everybody, I will catch you guys tomorrow. First day of my kids' school, so I'm looking forward to it. It's sad. Also, my oldest is in 3rd grade. My youngest will be in kindergarten. So big milestones for both of them. So everybody, God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow.